Hey guys, hope you're doing good. Today we will discuss about Mother Kundalini rising in 5 different types of motions. Every DF who's a spiritual counterpart will experience Kundalini awakening in a unique way. It's a very intelligent energy, goddess energy, which knows the blockage in the individual, the emotional and the physical stability of the individual, so accordingly she would rise and balance the chakras. For some, it's very painful experience. For some, it's moderate. And for some, it's very mild. Most of them think that the energy always flows in the form of snake pattern. But that's a myth. Not everybody can experience this energy, right? Only a highly spiritual soul is blessed to experience. So it's common that general population has a myth that Mother Kundalini energy rises only in the snake pattern. Even I assume the same. But later, I have personally experienced 5 different types of motions of Mother Kundalini. Let me explain them one after the other. First is ant like motion. It is very mild. It is sometimes difficult to even sense the energy. Though it is mild, it is fast. It spreads. It feels like energy is spreading. Second is wave, or they say monkey motion. But I experienced more like a wave. The contractions felt like a huge wave. This is the most strongest and painful motion. Third is frog. It literally feels like a frog is stuck inside you and it is hopping upward. Fourth is bird. This is the fastest motion. Sometimes, when the energy continuously flows in the bird pattern, the body vibrates like crazy. Fifth is the snake motion. The energy surges like serpentive locomotion. Rarely you may feel two snakes absolutely in intertwined motion. I experienced all the 5 types of motions. Most of them experience the energy in a particular motion, just one motion. But I'm not sure why they wanted me to give that experience of all the 5 motions. Anyway, it was incredible experience, most overwhelming day of my entire life. Yes, the day I discovered who actually I am, the purpose of my birth. In short, it was a self-realization day. After I experienced merging of Mother Kundalini in ground chakra in hand motion, that is after my cosmic marriage, nothing happened for a week. I didn't experience any physical symptoms of Mother Kundalini. But after a week, one day late in the afternoon or in the early evening, I was little tired, felt like taking a nap, and I slept for a while. I then suddenly felt heat in my body and a lot of sexual pull towards my DM. Within few minutes, I felt a strong energy in my sacral chakra. If I have to describe it, an old Indian toy which kids play, a top with a rope, how it rotates, just like that. A quick rotation of strong energy. Very strong energy, not like the chakra rotation. This energy was 10 times stronger. So the energy just spun like a top with force. Just one spin and it moved up with the same force. It was like a coiled force uncoiling and spiking up. It moved only up to solar plexus chakra and disappeared. Because you know that there are granthis, energetic knots, which Mother Kundalini has to break it open. So it was difficult for energy to move above solar plexus. Before I could process what just happened to me, immediately wave like energy started moving up. This time, a huge wave, or a monkey kind of movement. I could describe more as a wave. My lower abdomen got pulled inwards. I felt like the energy is struggling to move upward. It was very slow this time, with huge contractions. It moved up to the solar plexus and got disappeared. Again, one more time, the same pattern repeats. This kept repeating again and again. My whole body was vibrating. My abdomen was getting pulled inward like it's stucking inward. It was for almost half an hour. This time it was obvious that it's Mother Kundalini trying to surge through the chakras and make her path towards the crown chakra. But she could move only up to solar plexus. After half an hour, I got so tired because of the huge contractions. I started to feel very thirsty, abnormally very thirsty. My body got very hot. I didn't want to disturb this process, but I had to get up to have some water. When I drank water, I could feel the chillness of water passing down to the stomach. It's because Mother Kundalini is very, very hot. It makes the body hot, not just warm. That's how I experienced. I drank water and came back to my bed again, but Mother Kundalini did not rise. I understood that the coolness of water is not so favorable for the energy, especially when it is trying to pierce the granthis for the first time. On that particular day, they were guests in my house, but luckily they planned to have dinner outside. Actually, it's not their plan, it's Divine's creation. Divine will make things so favorable for you. I have experienced this from the time I have awakened. They stand in favor of you at all of the circumstances, making things really very smooth for you. When I was invited for the dinner, I said them I am not well and I need to rest, so I wouldn't join them for the dinner. After some time, again my body temperature rised and the vibration started. Huge waves like energy started to rise. It was rising in intervals. When the energy stopped to rise, I purged out like something. Because that day I realized that I'm a true twin flame. I found out my other part of the soul. I'm in this special journey. I'm a chosen one. So, whatever happened in my life happened for a reason. No regrets, no guilt for whatever happened. It was a very emotional experience because I'm going through something but I cannot share it with anybody. My DM is just a message away, but I cannot tell him. Energy kept rising on and off the entire night. The next night again, I experienced various other movements of energy, frog like movement, bird like straight movement with no contractions at all, snake like locomotive movement. Everything was only up to the solar plexus chakra. Gradually, each day, energy was trying hard to move upwards. Within a week, the energy could move up to the crown chakra. I am blessed to experience all types of movement. I know it's a very, very rare experience. It was easy for the energy to merge up to the crown chakra in the form of ant pattern, but it took a little longer for the energy to merge with the crown chakra through other motions. I usually go to bed at around 11 pm, and that's when every day Mother Kundalini would rise. Almost every day it happened like this for many months. But the intensity kept reducing because she gradually cleared all the blockage and made a clear path to the crown chakra. After many months, I wouldn't feel the energy rising from root chakra, but I was feeling the energy only in the crown chakra. Probably she cleared major blockages in the lower chakras and was working in the crown chakra. For nearly 3 to 4 months, I was feeling her really strong in the crown chakra. Later, even that slowed down. Only during the portals, full moon, or new moon, I would feel her rising. Sometimes, as and when the balance is required, she will keep rising, but I wouldn't feel her much because she cleared the blockages and could flow effortlessly. I love this experience. Though it was little painful in the beginning, scary actually, to handle it all without sharing this with anybody. But she is very gentle, very intelligent energy. She wouldn't rise while you're among others. She will rise only when you're in peace, in solitude. For me, she would rise every day after I go to bed at around 11 pm. She wouldn't rise while I had periods. I love her. I connect to her emotionally. I'm really glad that I could finally share all of this experience to someone. Thank you guys. Stay connected.